tournament. This game counting for both the regular season as well as the group round in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, I know I'm curious as to how both teams will approach it. So we'll see how much benches get shortened and if any different approaches are taken.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Sharp in at center. And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Pass to Johnson. The three. Caruso grabs the board. And it's Caruso with the ball for Chicago. DeRozan outside. And here is Williams. Back to DeRozan. Here's Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Williams against Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. Wing shot on the way. And it's Chicago with a board. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Yeah, we know that on the road you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Now here's Levine. Really had his troubles in that loss to Dallas. He just couldn't find his rhythm. Williams misses. Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Thomas. Got a piece of it. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's Williams. Covered by Schroeder. Williams' shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You would gladly take them.
Now here's Schroeder. 8 points in his last timeout. And there's the screen. To end the drought. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
And always a fan favorite, Richard, Zach LaVine.
Most everything he does, it seems to have a little bit of flash to it. You know about the bounce. He has a high arcing shot, and he just has a flair for the dramatic and spectacular.
Here's Sharp. The Bulls making their last shot. Pass to Schroeder from deep.
That's boss man D-Lo.
It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. And so DeRozan will bring it up for Chicago. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Winning the season series last year in a battle of middle-of-the-pack teams.
Counted.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vooch does.
Brooklyn trailing. Up top, Schroeder takes it inside.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Finney Smith's checked in. There's a minute 47 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Thomas. Now Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And the bucket is good. Williams has got 7 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Now here's Schroeder. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. Johnson against Caruso. Finney Smith passes to Schroeder. Over Williams. Schroeder can't get it to go.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Caruso. 9 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Thomas passes to Schroeder. Pass to Finney Smith. Shot to stop the run. Chicago grabs the miss.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Bulls making their last shot. Here's Thomas. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Williams. Thomas, that's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And it's stolen by Finney Smith. From deep, Johnson. The shot no good. And so it's Chicago. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing in the net. 5. For Chicago, Caruso comes in for DeSumo, and Williams is subbed in for Ball. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Schroeder comes in for Smith. The Nets have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And so in the game for the Nets, Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Finney Smith in at the center position. Schroeder passes to Johnson. Will it go? He's off on that one.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Richard, an interesting trend with this Chicago team. They're conservative three-point shooting.
Yeah, the Bulls hover around the bottom of the league for total attempts BA, which definitely separates them for the rest of the NBA.
Finney Smith passes to Bridges. Drops in the 3.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Bulls back in 2021 shifting the roster towards a more veteran win-now look. They've pushed their chips into the middle. Now they're trying to find their way into contention. All-star forward DeMar DeRozan said, quote, "We've got to go out there and compete. If we want this thing, we have to go after it." Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. To the middle. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup, locked in on throwing it down.
On the wing, DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Williams. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Stolen by Caruso. And now the Bulls in transition. Williams with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 19 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Here's Simmons. Chicago grabs the miss. Caruso's got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Here's Williams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 21.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for White. Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Ben Simmons. They set the screen. Thomas passes to Sharp. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. LaVine finds Vucevic. Now here's DeRozan. Inside, here's Williams. And down it goes. 2 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
44 seconds left in the second. Here's Thomas. He's covered by LaVine. Johnson passes to Schroeder. Here's Sharp. They need this. And again, it's the Nets missing. To the paint. And stolen by Bridges. Pass to Schroeder. Shoots over Caruso. Shot's good by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Williams. To the middle. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got his 6th assist of the night.
And DeRozan has done an amazing job improving his playmaking skills, including finding his open teammates.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, a huge 24-point lead for them. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Their defense has been garbage, giving up all those easy looks. I could do better right now getting stops.
At least there's some kind of...
And moving along now, let's take a look at some upcoming matchups.
When I look at Brooklyn, they're going to get tested next time out there. I'll tell you that. We'll see what they got playing a top-level team. Could be a learning moment. Could be an upset, or both.
I think.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct...
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, we normally don't pick favorites, but come on. Do you have a player you like watching the most, Grant?
All right, B.A., you're going to get me in trouble, but I do love Ja Morant. I mean, he flies, he plays so fearless, and he also gets his teammates involved. Ja is really fun to watch.
They've got Alex Caruso. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Williams in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the basket is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Levine. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Thomas. He's covered by Levine. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Williams. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
One shot.
And Williams no good on that one. Well, Richard, the Bulls made a valiant effort to reach the postseason in 2023.
Yeah, they stayed alive in the play-in, managing to win their first game, but they fell in game 2 and were unable to break into the playoffs.
Here's Bridges. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Back to Schroeder. Second shot opportunity. And he takes it up and lays it in. Schroeder's got 7.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Caruso outside. On the wing, DeRozan. Here's Williams. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Out to Schroeder. Launches a 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pass to Thomas. And here's Schroeder. Bridges outside. Here's Thomas. He's covered by Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges, a screen on Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Thomas.
2 minutes.
It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Levine passes to Williams. And the shot goes down. Williams has got 12 points here in the second half.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Schroeder with it, guarded by Vucevic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023, dealing away star power, Richard.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respect. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
Thomas passes to Simmons.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call. You know, Richard, it's not every day that you get to see a point guard with the size that Ben Simmons possesses.
Yeah, he is an anomaly, and that's also why he was the #1 pick. In history, you can probably count on one hand the amount of guys that can do things that he can do at his size.
Walker, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Smith comes in for Schroeder. 1:02 left to play in the third quarter here. Simmons with a screen on White to the paint. The kick out to Walker. And the Nets miss again.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pulls up on the wing. Williams misses.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Sinks the tray.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Smith against Williams. And a nice finish on the layup. Williams has got 39.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Thomas. He's guarded by White. Denny Smith, a screen. And Walker, here we go. Misses from short range.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And so it's Chicago building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their defense.
The Nets, 24.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Checked in for Ball. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Simmons. Johnson comes in for Finney Smith. Thomas, he's checked in for Wilson. And it's Schroeder in for Walker. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. He's guarded by White. And you look at two-way players who split time between the NBA and G League. They become important to roster construction, RJ.
It is, but I think also that the NBA has to make sure that these guys are taken care of because they're less expensive, so they end up having to do this bouncing back and forth. And you can have three guys shuffling back and forth. It's given a lot of young players an opportunity to prove themselves, but I still think that the teams need to make sure that they're taken care of.
On the floor for the Nets. Bridges and Johnson work as the forwards. Cam Thomas out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thomas passes to Schroeder. Over Williams. Schroeder can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Inside. Williams misses.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Schroeder passes to Thomas. Outside Johnson. Offensive rebound. Chicago has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Williams driving to the basket. Brooklyn with the board. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to Schroeder. Fires the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Minute 32 left in the fourth. Outside, Williams. Banked it in off the glass. Williams has got 41.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Bulls.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Great One.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Bridges outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
And the Bulls making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of it.
And here's Schroeder. It's Bridges on the wing. Sharp passes to Thomas. Back to Sharp. Good work defensively by Drummond.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside, Green to the inside. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 45 points.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Schroeder. Over Drummond. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Now Williams. And yep, it's good.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down.